A large stove with a nice fire. At least it sheds a little light and warmth. Hello, Death.
Hello.
Could you turn me into a ghost?
Ghosts are dead people who still have something they need to sort out in this world. You're still alive, and no one is allowed to die in this game. Do you see the problem?
So that means I can't avail myself of your services until you receive the assignment via the Book of the Dead.
Correct. The assignment is then executed immediately. No right of withdrawal, no vouchers. I see you've understood how this whole business works.
I have to be going. Deadly boring, yeah?
Oh, good grief. What do you think you're doing?
I just wanted to drop a playful greeting into the Golden Book.
Even if there were a golden book, you wouldn't be allowed to write in it.
Sorry. Shimmering blue mushrooms with green speckles. Those could be the ghost mushrooms I need for my potion. Hello, Mr. Merchant. Where are you going?
Away! Just away! Out of this hole! I'm going somewhere where my stuff will sell better.
But I still have one item to get from you. Well, theoretically, 2 items.
Rubbish! You've already chosen 2 things. The roll of magically treated cloth and the magic potion pot. The scratch-resistant, easy, clean pot set.
That's not true, and you know it. I want to select something else. Otherwise...
Or else?
Otherwise, I'll hold my breath until my face turns blue.
Doesn't bother me.
I'll scream really loud.
And who's going to hear you?
I'll... Otherwise I won't like you and you can't be my friend anymore.
That was good. Why not? Here, you can have this sack. I can't take this for much longer. And now, be gone before I change my mind.
I hope the contents turn out to be useful for something. It's bad enough that he swindled me like that. There are a number of fireworks in here. I don't want to have anything more to do with him. I would love to sit here all day and study these books. Unfortunately, I don't have the time. I guess it's learning on the job for me. That is the ghost mirror, behind which lies hidden Mage Balthazar's powerful magical amulet. I have to get in there somehow. But only ghosts can pass through the mirror. Being shrunk is a disgusting feeling. I'm only putting that ring on at the entrance of the sewer, and only when absolutely necessary. Excuse me, Master Teacher.
What is it?
I had a rummage through the recipe books, and a power elixir seems to be quite harmless.
Not the easiest option, but it would definitely be a suitable potion for the exam. Off you go.
I talked to Death about the ghost mirror. He said that only the dead may become ghosts, and only ghosts can pass through the mirror.
That's right.
But Death also said that people can't die in this game. What did he mean by that?
I can't tell you that. But if it's to do with life and death, then he's your man.
But I can hardly let myself get killed just to get that artefact.
That's true. You'll have to look for something else. It is said that there's a Yeti cave somewhere in the North Country where an enchanted welly boot is being held which can be used to summon rain. Maybe you could try your luck there. You could be there in less than 2 months.
That'll take too long. I'll think of something with that mirror. I don't have all the ingredients for my potion together yet.
It takes time. I needed the eyelashes from an invisible squirrel for my potion back in my day.
Well, I know where to find one of those.
Really? It took me 6 years. But that's nothing compared to chainsaw petrol. I haven't found that to this day. One has to search. So ask everyone you know.
I have to study some more. Goodbye, Mr. Teacher.
Goodbye, little pupil.
Hello.
Wilbur, what can I do for you?
I have to learn a magic spell really quickly, and I thought maybe you could help.
What kind of spell?
Well, for my final exam, I have to cast a spell for Maître Markus. He says it takes months to learn, and I don't have that much time.
I don't think that should be a problem. I know lots of magic tricks.
Tricks?
For example, I know a trick that is largely unfamiliar to the experts, which uses a top hat and a rabbit. Your Master Markus will be utterly dumbfounded by it. All I need is a rabbit and a top hat.
Wow! And you could teach me the spell today?
Indubitably. It'll only take 5 minutes.
Right! I'll get the rabbit and the hat. This is my lucky day. Almost too good to be true. But if something is too good to be true, it's sure to be true all the same, I always say. I'll just be going.
I have seen that you're going to come back. See you then.
Those are the ghost mushrooms for my potion. Some fireworks. Although it says Goblin Hellfire Fireworks on it, it looks like a cheap imitation to me. I wouldn't be surprised knowing the merchant. That carrot can't even fit into Bertram's cage anymore. Maybe he really does eat a tad too much. I think this is doing him a favour. And then, am I supposed to go rabbit fishing? And then, am I supposed to go rabbit fishing? Grandad told me about these. The treetop is jammed under a rock. A slight tug on the rope and the noose will tighten in a flash. That's the plan anyway. That should work. Ah! No! Thank the gods it was only knocked out. Oh, the noose didn't tighten fast enough. That's why the poor rabbit was launched through the air like that. Which once again goes to show you should never use technology you don't understand. A top hat. Unfortunately, I can't reach it. Hello, Death.
Hello.
That thing up there on the shelf, that's a top hat, isn't it?
Aren't you a clever one?
Well, I am a gnome of the world.
It belonged to my father. He always wore it. He was a grave digger.
You mean your father wasn't deaf?
No, I was the first one in the family to go to university.
Would you lend me your top hat for a bit? I'll bring it back to you in top shape.
You want to repair it? No. Father's top hat stays just how it is.
Then would you just lend it to me the way it is?
Absolutely not. It's an old family heirloom.
Would you lend me your top hat for a bit? I'll bring it back to you in top shape.
You want to repair it? No. Father's top hat stays just how it is.
Then would you just lend it to me the way it is?
Absolutely not. It's an old family heirloom.
I have to be going. Deadly boring, yeah?
Oh, good grief.
Is death that easy to cheat?
What the? Sounds like explosions in the stove. That's never happened before, and it...
Wilbur Wetterquarz, White Ridge Mountains, date of death, right now. Incredible! I cheated death!
Strange. I don't know why the wood should be making such a noise. How very odd.
Although it wasn't as difficult as the old saying would have us believe. A top hat. Unfortunately, I can't reach it. Here it says Wilbur Wetterquarz, White Ridge Mountains, date of death, right now. I hope that convinces Death. Hello, Death.
Hello.
I had another look at the Book of the Dead, and my name is there. It's my time to die.
Really? That's wonderful. Someone has finally understood that violence sells. Fare thee well, mortal.
So, this is what it feels like to be dead. It's rather like Aunt Ethel's raspberry trifle. Ordered and delivered. Everything according to plan. As long as I get resurrected, that is. Better not. He might do something to me when he finds out that I tricked him. I should get the amulet first. I hope I don't scare people too much as a ghost. I'd better head directly to the mage school. Right then, let's do it. I have it. I have the amulet. A fantastic world full of just incredible creatures over there, and it's so hard to believe how I got the amulet. It's a shame that only ghosts can pass through the mirror. Now I just need to see about coming back to life. That can't be too difficult. Look, Master Markus, I'm dead. Master Markus, hello? Looks like he can't see or hear me. Of course I'd like to go back, but it's much more exciting than here, but I still have much to do on this side. No idea how I'm gonna get back in there. I'd better ask Death. Yoo-hoo! Mr. Death! Look who's back!
What the? Oh no! You're a ghost?
Ooh, of course I am.
That's becoming very trendy. People these days just can't let go. What do you want?
Why am I still here, even though I should be dead? This is an outrage. I want to be revived on the spot.
I'm sorry, there's no chance of that. I bumped you off good and proper. There you are, lying over there. As defunct as a fridge in the Arctic. And it's not my fault you're a ghost. You just have to let go, lad.
I want to live! I'm too young to die!
You're already dead.
Too young to be dead!
That isn't up to me. Sorry. It's all in the book.
Well, this could all be a terrible mistake.
A mistake? You are dead, aren't you? Not undead or the like?
As a doorknob, but maybe I wasn't supposed to die yet.
Of course you were. It's in the Book of the Dead.
But I'm the one who wrote my name in the Book of the Dead. Oh?
Oh, damn. It was just too good to be true. Do you have any idea what this means?
Lot of paperwork?
No, that means I have changed the course of things. I've hugely overstepped my authority. They'll skin me at the next audit. It's not going to escape the internal auditor's attention that an unregistered ghost is floating around the place. You wouldn't believe what they did to the Norns when they fiddled the books.
What if you bring me back to life and we tear the page out of the Book of the Dead and never tell anyone about this little episode?
That might be an option. And you wouldn't really mind having to live again?
Oh, I'll just have to tough it out.
Okay. Come on, then. Lie back into your body. I'm sorry I couldn't fulfill your desire to die.
Don't worry, it was an interesting experience. I still have the amulet. Master Markus will be so amazed. Hello, Death.
Hello.
I didn't think my death would have any serious consequences. I'm sorry.
I shouldn't have killed you. It's just I've waited for this for so long, and it really is quite good fun.
Maybe you should look for another job.
Yes, death is not such a dependable business as people think. But what could I do?
You could look for an interesting hobby. Breeding toads, for example.
I don't like animals.
Or you could collect something.
I already collect dying people's last words. So far, I've got none.
Or you could take up reading?
The only book that interests me is full of empty pages. I don't think hobbies are really my thing.
How about another profession? Your own business?
I've thought about that too. Becoming my own boss, making my own decisions.
Exactly. I'm sure there's lots of things you could do.
What do you suggest?
You could go into research or assist in biology classes.
You mean I should lift my cloak in front of a bunch of kids and get reported by the parents? I'm not doing that. Not again.
I could imagine you being in demand as a model. You have that emaciated look.
I only have this one cloak, and I don't know a thing about fashion. I only know about death.
Well, nobody knows more about killing than you do, so maybe you could work as a hitman, skeleton.
Sometimes I have the feeling you don't listen to me. You can't die here. Should I just bury the people alive? Wait a minute. That's it.
What?
Live burials.
Huh?
I'll become a grave digger, like my father. I'll offer to bury people alive for a small fee.
But who wants to be buried alive?
There are plenty of people who do. Young people humiliated by their friends, old stars who don't want to be in the public eye anymore, rich husbands.
But what would rich husbands get out of being buried alive?
Nothing at all, but there's certainly something in it for the future widow. Who pays the bills is incidental.
I come from a long line of gnomes, and we gnomes are known to have the occasional truly strange idea. But never, not once in my entire life have I heard such a...
Don't say a word. You can be my partner. There's lots to do. We've got to order some coffins and do some publicity.
Well, you want me to be your business partner?
Certainly. There's lots to do, and after all, it was your idea that I should find myself a new job.
Well, I'm honoured, but...
First of all, you'll have to raise some venture capital. You'll have to convince someone with a lot of gold that our business idea has a future.
It does?
I'll begin trials in the meantime.
Trials?
You can't sell a service like this without trying it out yourself. Death and Gnome Live Burials Limited offers only the highest quality, complete with 100% guarantee. Write that down.
A top hat. Unfortunately, I can't reach it. Hiya.
Hello, partner. I was just thinking about doing coffins with our logo. What do you want to discuss?
About your idea with the live burials.
Don't be so modest. It's our idea. Weren't you going to raise some venture capital? Then be quick. I want to start with the trials.
Well, then I'll just go. I'll do some more work.
Yes, time is money.
Hello, Mr. Shieldhand.
Hello, Wilbur. What do you want?
I'm now one of Master Markus's official pupils. His best.
Great. Come again when you've got your diploma.
It won't be long now.
Yeah.
I'm off to get my mage diploma. You'll see. I found the pattern and the wand. Thank you very much.
My pleasure, Wilbur. Let me know if you need anything else.
Could you rats look for something in the sewers for me?
Sure. What do you need?
One of my tests for my final exam requires me to brew a potion.
Say no more. You're missing some ingredients?
You got it.
These ingredients for potions really are ridiculous. I always wonder, how did someone come up with the idea of mixing dragon snot with the hair from the backside of a raccoon in a potion? Really? How? What do you need then?
Here, see for yourself.
I'm afraid I can't help you with most of that. But this here, stag beetle antlers. Uncle Juan has some of those hanging on his wall. I'll ask him if he will give us a couple.
Could you get me those 2 ingredients? That would really be a huge help.
Not a problem for the King of Thieves. I'll hang the flag in front of the entrance again as soon as we have anything.
Could you help me learn a spell for my final exam?
I'm afraid that none of us is a mage.
Then I'll have to think of something else. And now for something completely different. Take care, Mr. King.
Take care, my friend.
That's the magic amulet from the ghost mirror. It looks so ordinary. I hope it really does have powerful magical abilities. I should show it to Master Markus. Excuse me, Master Teacher.
What is it?
Look here.
Oh, my, is that?
Yep, the amulet of Balthazar the Brittle.
How? How did you get your hands on that?
I went through the mirror, and after incredibly exciting, meaningless and challenging quests in the Netherworld, I managed to get the amulet.
I just can't believe it. A little gnome? How's that possible?
Everything is possible, remember?
I almost believe that too. You've passed the first exam, Wilbur. That's already one more exam than I expected you to manage.
I'll manage the others too.
If you say so.
I found an excellent spell. I'm going to conjure a rabbit out of a top hat.
I'd prefer something with sheep. But don't let me stop you.
Right, you won't believe your eyes. I don't have all the ingredients for my potion together yet.
It takes time. I needed the eyelashes from an invisible squirrel for my potion back in my day.
Well, I know where to find one of those.
Really? It took me 6 years. But that's nothing compared to chainsaw petrol. I haven't found that to this day. One has to search. So ask everyone you know.
I have to study some more. Goodbye, Mr. Teacher.
Goodbye, little pupil.
Hello.
Wilbur, what can I do for you?
I'm supposed to ask you if you want in on a new business proposition.
I've always got a spare ear for that. Tell me about it.
Death wants to offer live burials.
What are live burials?
You bury people, living people.
That's complete nonsense.
I know.
How much capital does he need?
But I thought you said the idea was ridiculous.
That doesn't mean there isn't any money in it. Think about it. Death abandons his previous business model and strives aggressively into new markets. And I, as the widely recognized expert of the future, see excellent prospects for success.
But who would want to be buried alive?
No one. But that's not important. We'll get the money directly from the capital markets. Investors will be queuing up.
Okay, so I can tell Death you'll provide him with financial backing?
Of course. I'll come over this afternoon and discuss it all with him. In the meantime, I'll start feeding the rumour mill.
Okay then. I don't get it. Why give Death money when he'll never earn a single gold piece with his live burials?
That's not the point. We'll sell the story, the vision.
But sooner or later people will realise what a stupid idea that is.
Naturally, but that'll take time. First, we need a glossy prospectus with pretty coffins, and some joint ventures that create media attention. Sign up some celebs to give testimonials. Then the operational losses won't trouble us so much. We spend loads of gold, and more fortune-tellers will predict a good future for our company.
Why should they?
Because the shares they have in the company will then rise, and they'll not only make a profit, but also prove that they were right.
I didn't understand any of that.
That's good. If everyone understood, who could I sell my fortune-telling to?
I'll just be going.
I have seen that you're going to come back. See you then.
What exactly are you doing there?
What does it look like? I've dug a grave, with grandfather's old spade in my hand and father's top hat on my head. It's simply brilliant.
I asked the wealthy showman about risk capital. He may want to join us.
Excellent. It's going to be a success, I'm certain. There's a real gap in the market. Makes you wonder why no one thought of it before.
I can think of 1,000 good reasons right off. How are the trials going?
So far, so good. It didn't take long to dig the grave. I've got the coffin here. Of course, it doesn't meet the standards we're aiming for, but it's good enough for the trials.
Certainly.
Good. Then climb in.
Yeah. I want a more attractive coffin. After all, I am a partner in the firm.
You're right. But the delivery will take a few days. We have to use the time we have before then. Come on, hop in.
No. It was your idea. You should have the honor of being the first to be buried.
Oh, that's so courteous of you.
Credit where credit is due.
All right, then. I'm too long with the top hat on. Could you hold it for me?
With pleasure.
Very comfortable thus far. Now, pile the soil on top.
Are you certain?
Of course. Just do it. Fantastic. The darkness. The silence. You have to try this. We should have funeral music. And the customer should have his photo taken with me beforehand. Write that down, Wilbur. And we'll have canopies for the bereaved. Have you got that, Wilbur? Canopies and gun salutes. Cannons, Wilbur. We need cannons.
I hope he's happy now.
The old worn top hat of Death's father. I need it for my spell. Hello.
Wilbur, what can I do for you?
Look, here's the rabbit for the spell.
And a white one at that. That's perfect. Now we just need the top hat.
On my way. I have the top hat for the spell. I had to pry it from Death's icy grasp, so to speak.
Well, at last we've got everything. Come over here. Put the top hat on the table. Put the rabbit in. Now I'm putting a black cloth into the hat. This on top and finished. As you can see, an empty top hat.
But
you have to do a lot of arm waving and the like. The audience mustn't be allowed to get a proper look at the hat. Then you say a few incantations and make a big to-do about it. You haven't got a pretty assistant, have you?
Isn't that...
Once the excitement has reached boiling point, then... Ta-da! You pull the rabbit out of the hat. But make sure the cloth stays in the hat, otherwise the whole trick is blown. Quite clever, isn't it?
That's fraud, and it's not magic either.
Of course not, but it looks like it.
But I wanted to learn a real spell.
Are you out of your mind? That takes months.
I can't just swindle my way to my diploma with a trick like that.
Excuse me, you said you wanted to get your mage degree, and you said you needed it quick. This is your only chance.
Oh, what choice do I have?
Good luck with the show.
I'll just be going.
I have seen that you are going to come back. See you then.